Hi all, so today we're going to look at volume of cones and pyramids. Hopefully the picture quality is a bit better as I have been learning or having a play with the camera, etc. So hopefully that works, and again, like I said, this is a learning curve for me, so I can see it's going out of focus even as we speak, so maybe I need to press that button, press this one, that might work. So we'll start with volume of a cone. So again, as you said, you can look at the notes, you can follow along. You've hopefully seen this in class already. So what we do is we begin by just giving an example of a volume. So again, volume of a cone. So a cone, again, it has a circular base, and then it has a height. So the volume is all the space inside. So imagine if you had your ice cream cone turned upside down, how much ice cream can you fit inside the cone? So the formula, so in this example I'm going to say the radius is 7 centimeters and the height here is, the height along the outside here is 11 centimeters, right? So I know I've always been working centimeters and I'll change that now. It's just I'm thinking of these examples as we go. So the formula is 1/3 pi r squared h. So it's quite similar to the cylinder. If you notice, the cylinder is pi r squared h, and this is 1/3. So obviously they figured out that, you know, you can fit 3 essentially of these cones into the same volume. Obviously maybe not the shape or the way it's shaped, but with the same volume in one cylinder you can fit the same amount into 3 cones. So second we do a substitute, so it's number 2 is substitute, so it's 1/3 pi. So r we see here is 7 squared, and then the h is 11 times 11. And then I'm going to drag my calculator over and have a look how to do this in the calculator. And go here. So it's 1, and then I press the control button to get that symbol. Move along here. Times 7 squared times 11, and my answer is 539/3. If I want to get that as a regular number, answer is, I need to write this down because I can't see it in the small screen. So 1.16, and if I go to 2 decimal places, you see the 7 at the end. So the 7 goes up 1, so that becomes a 7 here. So the 6 becomes a 7. Hopefully you're quite familiar with rounding off. If not, come and again speak to your teacher. So again, and then so this is the answer, and again here we're going to go, it's in centimeters, and it's volume, so it's centimeters cubed. Second we're going to look at is pyramid. So it's rectangular, and there is a specific formula for square base pyramid, but I find instead of confusing people, much easier to just go with the one formula. So you got a square base pyramid, so you have a square here, can't see this side, can't see this side, and then it comes to a point here and here, and then back to there. So again, you got, let's say this is 10 meters, this is 11 meters, so it's a rectangular pyramid. However, the same formula will actually work for a square base pyramid. There is a separate formula. If you want to use a separate formula, that's perfectly okay. However, I just find it's much easier to just go with the one. And let's say the height here is 13 meters, right? So the formula for a square base pyramid, or any pyramid in fact, is 13 times length by width, which is the base of the pyramid, times the height. If you see here, so this is the length, this is the width, this is the height. So second thing I do is I substitute, bracket 10 times 11 bracket times 13. So again, I'm going to get my calculator and do this on my TNspire. It's been a while since I taught use a TNspire. I've been teaching VCAL maths, and we just use a regular calculator. And previous that is in the science department. So again, this is a learning curve here, and maybe this is your first year using it as well. So you know, it's just goes to show that, you know, if we don't use stuff, we forget it. So it's always good to continue to use stuff. So we have, again, we have 1 page 1 control divide gives me the, and then we times it by bracket 10 times 11 close bracket. Actually I need to go back here because I pressed plus for some reason. I actually don't even need to put a plus sign in there because the bracket itself implies that it is a multiplication. Enter, and again I get an answer 1430 over 3, and to get rid of, to get this as a normal integer, I go control enter, and my answer, I'm going to write it down before I switch screens, 476.6, and again the second decimal is a 6, but the one after it is a 7, third decimal place is a 7, so you always round up. So if you look here, the third decimal place is a 7, you round up, so that 6 becomes a 7, and then I go back to my capture screen, bring the camera out to the side, and again as you can see here, so I wrote the answer, so 476.67, and again here it's meters, so I did, like I said, I was going to start using different ones, meters, and again it's cubed. So you can do the exact same formula for a square base pyramid if you like, or there is a specific square base pyramid formula. Choice is yours. You can look in your notes, ask your teacher, etc. It doesn't really matter which of the two formulas you do, obviously you want to get the right answer. So again, thanks for listening. I hope these videos are helpful. I'd appreciate some feedback in class if you find them helpful and useful. I was just thinking, we've only got one more lesson to do, and then I'm going to do some test questions and put up a video of how I walk through them, and also some past SAC and just show how I walk through that. So again, have a great day and see you soon.